So what happens when you take two of the most powerful, most disruptive forces of our time, artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency, and you slam them together? Look, this isn't just another tech trend. This could be the start of a whole new chapter for our digital world, and we're going to break down exactly what that means.
And no, that is not an exaggeration. On one side, you have AI, a technology that can learn, reason, and create things at a scale we've literally never seen before. And on the other, you've got crypto and the blockchain, technologies built from the ground up to create trust and ownership in a world without a central authority.
And that really brings us to the core question of this whole thing. What kind of new possibilities, new markets, and yeah, let's be honest, new dangers pop up when these two worlds collide? Let's dive in.
To really wrap our heads around this, it helps to think of it not just as tech, but as a brand new territory, a kind of digital frontier that we are all just beginning to explore and map out. You know, this digital frontier is a place where the rulebook just hasn't been written yet. It's a space where you don't just improve old systems, you create completely new ones from scratch. And that kind of makes all of us the early explorers here. So let's get to the heart of it. How do these two worlds actually work together? I mean, what does one bring to the table that the other one needs? Well, the relationship here is incredibly symbiotic. Think of it like this. AI brings the brains. It can automate super complex crypto transactions, it can predict market moves, and it can sniff out security threats in real time. But in return, crypto gives AI something it desperately needs, a backbone of trust. It offers a way to prove an AI model is legit and hasn't been tampered with, and it creates new ways for us to own and actually get paid for the data that feeds these AIs. And this right here gets to the absolute core of why this is so revolutionary. Historically, AI has been super centralized. Think of the massive models run by a handful of giant companies. Crypto is the polar opposite. It is all about decentralization. So when you fuse them, you get something totally new. Incredibly powerful intelligence that can operate on a trustless, decentralized network. That is a massive paradigm shift.
All right, so enough with the high-level theory. Let's get practical. What are the actual tools and apps that are starting to pop up on this new frontier?
We're already seeing the first wave of these tools. Step one is all about making crypto smarter. We're talking AI agents that execute complex trading strategies that can adapt to the market in milliseconds. Step two is about making AI more trustworthy, using the blockchain to create this permanent, unchangeable record of how an AI was trained and what decisions it's making. And step three, well, that's where you combine both to create entirely new markets. Imagine securely leasing your own data to help train an AI, with crypto making sure you get paid for it instantly, with no middleman taking a cut. And here's the kicker. This isn't just sci-fi speculation. These applications are the real foundational building blocks for an economy that could be more automated, more transparent, and just maybe more efficient than anything we have today. But of course, with great power comes great complexity, right? Every frontier has its pioneers, but it also has its pirates and its pitfalls, and you better believe this one is no different. You can really see the two sides of the coin right here. The promise is incredible, right? Decentralized networks could give everyone access to powerful AI, not just big corporations. Your data could finally be under your control. But the peril is just as real. What happens when an autonomous AI agent, trading millions of dollars on a decentralized network, goes rogue with no off switch? For every promise of better security, there's a new threat of hyper-sophisticated fraud. It's a real high-wire act. When you step back, you realize the stakes just couldn't be higher. We are talking about a fundamental shift in who controls data, who controls intelligence, and who profits from it all. The changes that come from this could be just as profound as the invention of the internet itself. So, with all that in mind, where do we go from here? Let's bring everything together and chart out the key takeaways from our little exploration today. Okay, so here's what you really need to remember. First, AI provides the brains, crypto provides the trust. It's that simple. Second, this fusion is already creating real tools for finance, data, and security. Third, the potential for both massive reward and significant risk is, well, it's enormous. And finally, remember this. We are in the very, very earliest days of exploring this new frontier. There's so much more to discover. And all of that leaves us with the ultimate question. As we build on this new frontier, are we actually creating a smarter, fairer financial system, or are we just making a much, much more complicated one? Every decision we make from here on out helps determine that answer.